Hi guys, today we have something very special for you. I have been back through all of Isabelle's old running videos. It's only about 5 months worth. I know you've seen a lot of running videos from Isabelle, but she's only been at it 5 months, certainly in terms of YouTube. So I've been back to see what I could find in the archives, and one thing stands out, no matter if she's having a bad day or a good day or a fast day or a slow day or a tourism day. There's one thing in common with all of those clips, and that is Isabelle's trademark sprint finish. It doesn't matter how much she's expended on any given day, she always saves that little bit and puts everything in to those last 200 metres or so. And so I've been back through and I've been able to fish out my 10 favourite clips. And they're only short clips. It's only the last 200 metres or so, like I said, of her. Most of these are full 5k park runs. There's a pretty muddy 5k in here as well, and one junior park run 2k. And remember, these are at the end of all of those efforts, so a 5k nearly preludes all of these sprint finishes. Alright, Isabelle, should we have a look? See what we've got. Right, so we're going to talk about them as we watch them. Okay, so we're going to start on Melton Mowbray Parkrun. Do you remember that one? Yeah. We did it not so long ago. Alright, so let's have a look. So, Melton Mowbray Parkrun, 2 laps, quite hilly, and this was the very final bit as we approached the last turn. It was a tough one, if I remember rightly. I struggled with it, and you don't get to see the finish line until you pass this finish, at which point Isabelle sort of drops the hammer. You can tell her fists start to go faster, and she just becomes unstoppable at that point. A nice strong finish. Knowing where the finish line is means you know when to start for it. Now this was at the inaugural Abbey Park Run, and there's 2 cameras on Isabelle at this point. You can see Mummy's chasing her with the GoPro, and I'm offside with a sort of a static camera on the sort of diagonal. And this one is a really sort of nice run in. She's got a nice pace on already, but you see the finish line from miles away, so it's hard to know when to actually drop that hammer. And in a second you'll see that familiar where her arms start to go, and she's in. That was a good one. I like that one. Daddy came second that day. That was good, wasn't it? So we're back to Watermead. This is our home park run. We're there all the time, so we often get good sprint finishes here. Isabelle knows exactly when to drop the hammer. She curves into the corners and leans into the corners, and although this wasn't like a fast day for her, she still pulls out these sprint finishes. Doesn't matter.
Can I overtake someone?
Yes, if there's someone to overtake, you like to go for it, don't you? Try and get them. In a few of the clips coming up, you do that as well. Okay, so this one is London Victoria. You went here without Daddy, you went here with Mummy. Mummy's filming.
And Granny.
And Granny, yeah. And again, it's a sprint to sort of just under the cable cars there. And afterwards, you went on the cable cars, didn't you? As you can see, the sort of arms are going a little bit. You're going to get ahead of that man. You're going to get him. You're going to get him. Yeah, buddy.
I don't think he was even doing it.
Oh, was he not?
He went to the side.
Oh. Which one we got here? Oh, this is Woolacombe. Now, this one was ever so slightly more difficult because the sprint finish was on this sort of really uneven ground, wasn't it, Isabelle? And it was uphill. That's why it might not look as fast as, say, the one at Watermead, which is like super flat.
But I still got a big sprint finish.
Yeah, he did, and it was one of the hardest in the entire country as well. So
yeah, it's the 3rd hardest.
You remember? Well done. Okay, which was next? Which was this? Do you remember?
No.
It's Goole.
Goole, oh yeah.
Goole. So we went to Goole Park Run when we went to a wedding, and we just sauntered around this one, but this lady in front caught Isabelle's eye, and she dropped the hammer just to scoot round. I don't think the lady knew what hit her.
And I was wearing the same bubble.
Oh yeah.
That's the finish.
Which one's this?
Go.
Braunston.
I keep forgetting.
So Braunston was the Parkrun where Isabelle had been when inside Mummy's tummy, and Daddy pushed around in the pushchair, and this was the first time we'd ever been back for Isabelle to run it as a runner rather than as a baby in a pushchair. And that was nice. That was a nice grassy uphill finish, wasn't it? And you had enough energy left in you to do a little dance. So this one is Beacon Hill. Yeah. So this one was tough because it was a big first mile all uphill, flat top mile, and then all downhill on the last mile. And obviously this lady in blue didn't know what was about to hit her, did she? Bless her. There you go. The hammer has been proverbially dropped. Yeah, that was a really good sprint finish. Look at that. Well powerful. Love it.
Well done, you.
Straight through.
Keep going.
And this one is junior parkrun not so long ago.
Yeah.
This was when Isabelle did a cracking 2K effort PB, and she did this cracking sprint finish just to cherry on the cake, and yeah, she got a 16-second PB that day, didn't you? Absolutely amazing. And this video has been seen by nearly 5,600 people on YouTube now. Yeah, brilliant effort. And the last clip, do you remember this one? This is Isabelle's.
I did not.
This was one of the first ones we filmed.
Yes.
This one has 20,000 views on YouTube. This one is what started your channel for running, because so many people liked this, liked how hard you tried, and you got a personal best. This is when you got your first 27-minute personal best. And you were a bit emotional at the end, and you gave Daddy a big hug, and we just.
And I had mud at my back.
Yeah, it was a cold, wet day, and we just hugged each other all the way through the finishing funnel, and it was lovely. So how amazing is having all those video clips of you doing all that wonderful running?
Wonderful.
It is so good, isn't it? And do you know what is really amazing about those clips that we've done together is that, you know, when you're even my age, those clips will still be floating around. You'll still be able to look back, whether you continue to run or whether you become like an Olympian, or if you just enjoy running as a grown-up like Daddy does. You'll always be able to look back and think of those memories as being sort of really special, really cool, and you'll probably beat these personal bests 100 more times in the future, because there's so many more seconds you can take off as you get taller.
Especially when I'm a grown-up, I'll get faster and faster and faster until I'm.
Well, when your legs get longer and your muscles get bigger, time will just fall away.
There's this girl that I was running at Watermead.
Yeah.
Big Parkrun.
Yeah.
I was running, and this girl, really skinny, long legs, run past me.
Whoa! So you think skinny long legs is? Well, if you look,
I don't like diddy long legs.
and you got diddy legs. No, but yours are going to grow because Daddy's quite tall, so you're going to grow. If you look at all the sort of famous and brilliant long distance runners that are out there, they've all got quite skinny long legs too.
I don't like daddy long legs.
They're not daddy long legs. I didn't say they were daddy.
You're daddy long leg.
I've got Daddy's long legs. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you your top 10 video clips. I'm sure there will be many more in your future, but I just thought that just to sort of give you a little bit of extra motivation. So when you're, your next running, you're next thinking about, oh, am I going to do well today? Am I going to get out of bed today? And you can think, I can add to these memories. I can make more memories like these ones. Ain't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah? More memories with Mummy, Daddy, Granny, Charlie. Yeah? Yeah? Cool. All right. Well, thank you for watching Isabelle's sprint finish highlight video. I think Isabelle would like to finish off by saying,
thank you for watching my YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe and have a get going if you like to. Bye, peace out.